He won't risk losing you by playing games because he knows you are worth choosing not just when it's convenient, but every single day. If someone is making you feel uncertain, if you're always wondering where you stand, if you have to analyze texts or decode mixed signals, that's your answer right there. That's not someone who is all in. That's not someone who is meeting you at the level you deserve. And the most important thing you can do in that situation is reclaim your power. You don't need to chase for answers. You don't need to beg for clarity. You don't need to prove your worth to someone who refuses to step up. Because when you respect yourself, when you set the standard that you won't tolerate inconsistency, you naturally filter out the men who aren't ready. You stop giving time and energy to people who are just keeping you as an option, and you start making space for someone who actually values you. And that's the real game changer. The moment you stop allowing yourself to be a placeholder in someone else's life is the moment you start attracting people who actually want to be in yours. So don't settle for mixed signals. Don't excuse ghosting. Don't justify lies, because the right person won't make you question your worth. The right person will show up, stay, and make it crystal clear that they choose you. A man who ghosts or lies doesn't truly see the value of honesty, not in the way you do, not in the way a person who wants real connection does. Because honesty, real honesty, isn't just about telling the truth when it's convenient. It's about showing up when it's uncomfortable. It's about looking someone in the eye and giving them the dignity of clarity, even when it's hard to do. And the truth is, not everyone is built for that. When a man disappears, when he spins stories that don't add up, when he plays the game of ambiguity, it's not because he doesn't know honesty matters. It's because for him, honesty doesn't serve a purpose in the way deception does. A person like this sees honesty as something to use selectively when it benefits them. But when honesty requires discomfort, when it means disappointing someone, when it demands responsibility, that's when they opt out. It's a painful thing to accept, but not everyone values the truth in the same way. Some people see honesty as a burden, a confrontation, something to be avoided at all costs. They'll tell themselves they're sparing you from hurt, when in reality, they're just sparing themselves from an uncomfortable moment. And so they vanish, they make excuses, they fabricate justifications to make their exit easier on themselves. Because in their mind, if they don't say the words out loud, if they never formally end things, then maybe they never really did anything wrong. But let's be real, silence is its own kind of dishonesty. Disappearing is a choice. And lying, whether it's outright or through omission, is just another way of saying, I don't respect you enough to be clear with you. That's the truth most people don't want to face. When someone ghosts, when someone lies, they are making a decision about how much they value your dignity. And if they don't see honesty as an essential part of how they treat you, they don't truly value you in the way you deserve. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Because when you're the person on the receiving end of this, it's easy to internalize it, to think, if I were more important to him, he wouldn't have done this. If I were more special, he would have told me the truth. If I were enough, he would have stayed. But that's not how this works. A person's lack of honesty isn't a reflection of your worth.